Hello again, and welcome to CR Wrestling Commentary, G1 Climax 30, Day 5. Your hosts, Cedric and Cedra. And as per usual, right now, we'll be going over last week comments, or last event comments. So, week 4 comments is what we're going to. Matter of fact, I'm going to change that to Day 4, because y'all are never going to see it. Nope, I'll change it so y'all can see it.
This is Day. Yeah,
you can pick on me. You can pick on me. I'll change it at the appropriate time after we're done recording this. But we're going to go over Zemo times 2 comments, and it was done like 6 hours ago. So he says, Goto versus Cold Skull was decent, but could have been better. Yeah, that's very true.
General synopsis.
I think Goto is frustrated in his position in New Japan Pro Wrestling, and I think that frustration affects his performance in the ring. Honestly, I cannot blame him for feeling frustrated and bitter. Goto should have won the IWGP belt at least once, but New Japan Pro Wrestling were either hesitant or wanted someone like Okada or Naito. I would love to see Goto win the belt once, but New Japan Pro Wrestling will not allow it, and that is depressing. And yeah, I agree with that.
Yeah.
Goto looked marvelous halfway through last year's G1 and what we've seen in him this year. He stepped his game up phenomenally, and it was like, well, what are you going to do? We'll give you these, 6-person titles, and you can help Yoshihashi.
Yeah. It's almost like they forgot. I mean, I don't know. I just don't give a shit. They do the same thing to Sonata.
Seriously, you might not like this, or you might love this. Goto would have been champion if not for COVID, if I were in charge. He would have been champion around March. Maybe around that area, somewhere in that month range, the 3-month range. Sonata would have probably had it after him. And that might have been after this G1. That's how I probably would have done it. And Sonata wouldn't have won the G1. He just would have beat the one that won the G1 and take that chance. That's how I would have done it. But there are backstage politics. Like, no one's ever done this, so I don't want to be the first. Yada, yada. They go through that. Let's see, going on. He says, Yano defeated the Ace with his eyes closed. Literally. I did not expect Yano to beat Hiroshi, and the way he did it was awesome. Yes. Now, granted, he did have that little piece peeled up so he could see. But, no, Zemo's right. I was like, I'm mad, but it makes sense. It's frustrating. Because I love Yano.
Yeah.
I love some Yano. Okay, Juice versus Kenta was good, but I did not expect Juice to win. It looks like they are building towards Juice facing Kenta for the U.S. belt. Hopefully, it will not be long before Kenta defeats Mox and bring the U.S. belt to Bullet Club. I would have just taken the damn thing off of X. I would have just taken it off of him. I would have just taken off that garbage wrestler, and then I would have just been
but they can't do that, because if they had stripped him, they would have to strip everybody.
Strip everybody who? You mean like Sho and Yo?
Yeah, there you go.
Fuck Mox. Anyway, Yoshihashi and Evil was great. Yoshi got the early advantage and caught Evil off guard. It would have been better without you know who. Seriously, Evil does not need dick or a low blow to beat Yoshi. Geto is making Evil look weak with his booking. Evil should not be a chicken heel who relies on others to help him win. He should be the kind of heel that destroys his opponents with everything he has, including the kitchen sink. Hell yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
He should be the kind of heel where he can destroy you with his ability alone, or he could cheat because he can, not because he needs to.
Yeah, if he does a low blow, it's because he already had you messed up.
He just wanted to hit you in the ball.
Yeah. Which would be funny.
Yeah, it would.
I mean, damn, Evil. I'm not even going to say nothing. I'm just, Okay, look, Evil just looks unbeatable. He looks unbeatable. He looks like a champion. And they treating him like he's like a chicken shit heel. Damn you, Geto. They just propping it up so Jay White can win that title.
Yep.
Probably at Wrestle Kingdom. Yoshi put on a great performance, and the moment he fought off Dick was the highlight. He looked great even in defeat. And I am sick of seeing Togo too. I would have him in the G1 over Yujito. At least it would mean Evil would fight his own. Yes, fight on his own. Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. You know, Dick likes to be with everybody. He's always on somebody's hip, nudging. The main event was great. Naito versus Zack competed in a competitive wrestling match. Good counters and reversals, and Naito looked scared. Yep. He was in trouble, and he knew it. You could see it in his eyes. Mm-hmm. Yes. I like when Naito comes to that ring, and he has to pause and look up. I be wondering, what is he thinking?
When he stops and closes his eyes, what the hell is going through his head?
Because it's something. And you know he's in for a good match. Mm-hmm. And, yeah, like, you know, not to be like, that motherfucker had me scared, but I held my own.
I held my
own. Zack is always fun to watch, which is funny because initially I did not like to watch Zack. We in the same boat. I thought he was boring, but over the years I have grown to appreciate and respect Zack and his skills. One downside, still no Taka. I miss Taka so much. When will New Japan let him come back? That's a good question, you know, because it's... I miss...
Well, he left because he was hurt.
Yeah, but, you know, pandemic and probably... You know, because he was always repping Suzuki-gun.
Yeah.
He was the rep.
But the problem I had is that...
Which is a very good damn tag team.
That they didn't treat Taka right either.
No, they never did. All he did was lose.
Yeah.
I mean, literally WWE the shit out of Taka. Hearing Naito recite the roll call without mentioning Evil out loud is very weird and sad. If Evil reunites with LIJ, I will cry. And I do not see Kota joining Bullet Club anyway. Yeah, because he's just not the hand gesture type. it's so minuscule and weak, but I think that's the main kit and caboodle of it.
Yeah.
I have enjoyed your comments on G1. You are always honest, and I respect that. If I can offer some criticism, maybe edit out some of the background noise. Thanks again. What background noise? What happened?
I don't know.
Maybe when I was trying to get something, I knocked it all over.
maybe one time she came over here and she was talking to me and I was trying to be quiet.
And you could, yeah, no, when she's right at the mic, you can't be quiet. She's right there at it.
Sorry about that, Zemo.
Yeah, sorry about that. And sometimes you might hear like some kind of squeaks and stuff. That's my chair. You know, there's enough. I've sprayed this floor with WD-40. That's what it looked like, but I've gotten the chair. And it'll work for about 30 or 40 seconds, and the chair's like, you know what, I'm noisy again. So we try. We do try to cancel out the noise. And we're not going to stop trying, you know. So, you know, hey, thank you for the criticism, the acknowledgement, because if no one tells us what's going on, then we will not know what's going on. So we thank you, Zemo.
Exactly.
We really do. So with that said, oh, you know what? Let's just mention it. Let's just mention this before this Young Lion match. You know, Tsuji Yota versus Gabriel Kidd.
Oh yeah.
That was I'm not going to go over the whole match, but it was a really good Young Lion, heavy hitting, old school, strong style pro wrestling match. It really was. And you know, the finish, that high angle butterfly suplex was good. Gabriel Kidd gets the win. But here's the thing. I was like, Gabriel was the heel in this, won't he? Gabriel got his win like he won it all. He celebrated like he beat Naito for one of the titles. You know, on a fluke chance. That's how he looked. But Tsuji reminded me, Tsuji was the one that's like, say you like New Japan Jojo. Say you like New Japan Dojo. Just say it.
But that was in response, you're right, to Gabriel Kidd talking trash about him and Uemura.
Uemura. It's like they don't like you. They don't respect you. Where are they? Where are they? You know, LA Dojo, we're here together and stuff. You can join us. So they was talking trash in their own way to each other. But Gabriel Kidd wouldn't let up on him. He, you know, like, you failed in the tag match.
Yeah.
He wouldn't let up. And it's just, But he got the win tonight, and I'm like, are y'all done?
No.
Maybe not. Because it looked like Tsuji literally just did the job for him.
Suji was not happy coming out.
No, he won't, because he knew what was going to happen. That's the bad part about it. Suji, I know he'd never hear this, so I'm going to tell anyone else. Even if you know you're going to lose, don't look like it.
I think it's a difference between, because they always know they're going to lose. You know, yes, we're meant to lose, but I just don't want to lose to him.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you. I'm just throw this out. Suji's been there for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
Gabriel Kidd, New Japan style young lion, he's only been there for a hot flash.
Mm-hmm.
It sucks that Kidd won. He beat a senior. He beat his senpai.
Mm-hmm.
That's not cool. You see what I'm saying? And that might be what Suji is pissed about.
It might be.
Because Geto was probably like, oh yeah, Kid goes over. What about me and my tenure and what I've done and all this? Well, yeah, but I don't like you. I like the guy Gene, so that's just it.
And you're all young lions anyway, it don't matter.
Yep. And you know, I ain't saying that's exactly how it went down, but it had to be something like that. Because if I'm the senpai, you know, damn age, but if I'm the senpai of this type of organization over this guy, he should not be beating me flat at all. So, you know, Ghetto's fucking up on all areas.
Yeah.
In any case, let's get started with this. We got Tai Chi and New Doug. That's who we got. Tai Chi versus New Doug. Hello, New Doug. That's for those that watch the Avengers. Hello, New Doug. You know, mule hat.
Yeah.
Let's roll. Okay, comments are done. So we're going to the first match of day 5, which is Takashi Yujito versus Tai Chi. And I'm going to be honest with you. It's like watching flies fuck.
I had no emotions about this match. It's Yujiro. He hollered like a young lion as if that's what to give him what he needed to do well.
He's the new Yoshihashi.
But him running to the ropes lacked urgency, and that's all I got to say. We can move on.
I mean, I said this. I said he's doing all right. He can't even come up to decent.
He can't even come up to decent.
Okay, listen. Here's some accolades for Takashi Yujiro. He's safe in the ring.
Yes, he's safe because he didn't do anything.
He's polished. All his moves are crisp. What he does is he does his thing, you know, perfectly for him.
Yeah.
All right. So, you know, I mean, he bit his thumb well.
Yeah, because he was pissed off. I wonder what Tai Chi said to him.
Because he was talking that shit.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they healed each other. H-double-E-L-E-D.
Yes.
Healed each other.
They were both meanies.
The match ends with, you know, Tai Chi, low blow kick, ghetto stretch combination.
I mean...
And, you know, New Doug lost.
There's no point dragging it out.
So, yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. Well, okay, just move on to the next match. Let's roll. All right, so the next match is Jeff Cobb versus Suzuki Minoru. And Cedric brought it up. There's no animosity.
There's none.
There's none. So this match had
It was weird.
Yeah, Minoru, he wrestled.
Yeah, he wrestled.
He wrestled his actual base style.
He wasn't trying to take nobody's head off.
You got to see the real Minoru. He wrestled. Jeff Cobb. He wrestled.
And Jeff, you know, he's got an amateur wrestling background. So they were doing it a little bit, but Minoru was better.
Yeah. Yeah. Here's the thing. I like this match. You know, going on New Japan and what to expect from them, I honestly, and this is not a knock, it's not, but the star rating, I would give it 2, maybe 2.5. But yet, it was still an entertaining and good match to see.
Minoru was like he was thoroughly enjoying himself.
He was just like, this is fun. Hey, he was doing little cutesy hand gestures. He wouldn't give anybody else.
Mm-mm.
You know, he was smiling and stuff. It was a match. You know, Cobb, he was kind of ish doing the same thing, and then Cobb was like, "We're gonna turn it up a notch."
It was only one notch.
Just one.
Just a little bit.
Yeah, you know. And
trying to poke the bear.
yeah, he didn't do that. No, he teased the poke. Minoru kind of got into him. Now look, I'm gonna expose this. There was a point on the 1s and 2s on the elbow strikes. Cobb wasn't even hitting them. I'm like, dude, this is not AEW. At least feign that you touched him. You know?
And Minoru took it so light.
Minoru was so light on the elbows. He was so gentle. He must like some Jeff Cobb.
Yeah, maybe they get along.
Maybe Minoru is friendly-wise scouting.
Maybe.
I mean, hold up. Let me break something out to y'all. All right. SPLX, abbreviation of suplex. It's a thing, a code, and there's some wrestlers that are in it. Jeff Cobb is in it. You know who else is in it? One of the founders, Zack Sabre Jr.
Oh, really?
Yep.
So, what is it now?
SPLX. Zack used to have it on his tights. He took it off. When Jeff got there, he had on his tights maybe a few more times, and then Zack took it off. So
yeah, Jeff always has it on his tights.
So maybe Minoru is scouting. You know,
but Jeff's not a baddie.
You think? See, you know who make the best villains? The good guys. Hey, I only need to call out one name, Eric Young.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Eric Young. That's the only one I got to call out. He was the absolute top awesome heel of all time for the brief blink of an eye that TNA let him.
Yeah.
I kid you not. If he maintained that through his career from then to now, he would have outdone every heel in history.
Yeah, his legacy be far different, but
he would have put Flair to shame in terms of the bigger heel. He would have made Triple H look like H. It just would have been bad, and they saw that. But this ain't about.
It's not about EY.
Ain't about EY. You know, ain't about that. This is about this.
And it was a weird little interesting match.
This match.
And
I could watch it again.
As far as, you know, the outcome, it went the way I figured it would.
He kind of, Minoru victory.
Yeah.
Power driver. Just, how can I say? He snatched it out of nowhere, though.
He did. I felt like the match ended prematurely, but on the other hand, Minoru had him scouted.
You could see it.
He had Jeff well scouted. Because Jeff's got a hell of a fucking arsenal, but
Jeff couldn't prepare for Minoru.
He couldn't, and he avoided the about 90% of his suplexes.
Yeah.
Because when Jeff gets started throwing you around, that's usually about it.
He got that Gachimuchi salt. You know, he got that at least.
Yeah.
You know, and that was after a series of gut-wrench rolling suplexes.
Yeah, he got 2 on him, and then Minoru just stopped the whole ball.
Yep. he went for Tour of the Islands, and Minoru was like, got it. Roll him over. And then that was pretty much it after that. So
Minoru mastered the fine art of the wiggle.
Yep. Once you master the wiggle, you done elevated your game right then.
And he wiggled well.
He wiggled well. So keep that in mind, y'all. If you're a professional wrestler, I know it might sound weird, but you master the wiggle to get out of certain moves, you actually elevate the game. All right? Because it's something that people would actually do. So learn the wiggle. Learn it. Minoru learned it.
Yep.
Just saying.
How you got the big man's clutches.
Yep. He wiggled. All right. Now, not Norman Smiley big wiggle. No, that's a different thing. No, this is just wiggling. This is scampering to get away.
Yeah.
All right. All right, then. All right, so let's roll. This next match is Ishii Tomohiro versus Ibushi Kota. And, man, thank you for this match.
That was a damn good match.
This match was amazing.
The match started out, Coda was standing in the corner looking at Ishii like he had nothing but bad intentions.
This was a solid 4-star match.
Mm-hmm.
See, I'm not Dave Meltzer. I'm going to give it the right way. This was a solid 4-star match. And honestly, emotionally, I would like to give it 5. That's emotion. But I got to think about it technically. Now, these two here, this match, they know each other.
Yeah.
They've beaten the hell out of each other, New Japan Cup, G1s, and other tag teams. Yeah. They went in, and you could tell they knew each other. And they provoked each other as much as one could.
To the utmost. They tried to make each other as angry as humanly possible.
They laid on that mat, lightly kicking each other in the head, trying to rile the other up.
Yeah.
Slapping each other in a down position. They did everything to piss each other off. And you want to see a real fight? We're going to work, but it's going to be a real work. They started slapping the shit out of each other. And I've seen Ishii go into this with him before. I've seen him do it before. No, it won't like this. It won't like this. I've seen Ishii go into it with Suzuki. It won't like this. The look on Ishii's face was someone that, yeah, I'm in a fight, and he wasn't prepared like pro wrestlers get prepared. No, he had that head lowered, eyes squinted, but enough to keep throwing blows and not just eat them. Kota was doing the same thing. That was a short, legit slap fight right there. They both, and I'm gonna tell you, at the end of it, you can see they kind of got out that frustration, and then they went into, okay, we're gonna keep working. Like, we cool, let's do this. They worked each other's nerves and jaws as they delivered multiple high kicks, headbutts, forearm shots. The forearm shots in the beginning a little weak. Later on,
much stronger.
Yep, they did everything. Ibushi evaded that brain buster by Ishii.
Yes, he did.
He did not evade the lariat, the sliding lariat. He got
and all the many headbutts.
Those solid blockheaded headbutts against his jaw, his abdomen. He got his ear once.
Yeah, right in the ear.
Yep. He got that ear, and it stunned Kota. It stunned. That was a legit stun. You look at Kota, he was stunned for about half a second.
Yeah. You
know, wrestlers tend to go on instinct at parts of the match when they just don't know what's happening. You know, there's a point where, Goldberg was, how can I say, mindfully unconscious, and he carried out a match. He knocked himself out, but he kept going. He didn't know. Instinct. It's happened to Diamond Dallas Page before that match at Halloween Havoc against Goldberg. It's happened with Bret Hart. It's happened with Flair, Sting, Matt and Jeff Hardy. You got your instincts and you get knocked out, but you just keep going. It just happens. And these two, they were doing it. They did this match up. This is a match you could watch about 2 or 3 times.
Oh, yeah.
This match is amazing. They laid into each other. Honestly, I thought it was the damn main event. But if it was, it would have been a 5-star match because the way it ended, after the the bicycle knee strike, the Bomaye, Ishii was stunned enough to finally, after maybe 8 or 9 attempts, to get the Kamigoye on, that double wrist clutch knee bomb.
Yeah, because he was avoiding it the whole match.
Yes. This match is a must-see. This is a Battle Arts match for you. And I like it. Not Battle Arts, the promotion. No. No. I'm just saying, this is a battler's match. If you love a battle, if you love seeing true competition and a good beat down and stirring the pot and overly milking the cow, this would definitely be it.
Overly milking the cow.
Country term. But this would be it. You do too much, that cow's gonna jack you up. I'm just saying.
That's true. You're gonna get a hoof.
You're gonna catch a hoof. You know, call your family, tell them you ain't coming home.
Yeah, because you're not.
You're not. And the cow be like, what have you learned? So this right here is a must see. I got a feeling Zemo loved this match too. You know, I couldn't see who was going to win this match, but ultimately,
I couldn't either. It was the ball was in either court.
Yes, you know, it's all about who's going to take that stun, make that first mistake, capitalize on that stun, and get the win. That's literally what a great match like this comes down to. Who's the first to take that big hit, that one hit, and then they can't evade everything else.
Mm-hmm.
I like that formula because it's competition. I like seeing that. My hat's off to these two. Amazing match. I hope the other matches hold true. I hope they can equal this or better it. Because this right here was amazing. You got anything else to add, love?
Nope.
Let's roll. Okay, so the next match is Takagi Shingo versus Will Ospreay. And I'm going to go in reverse on how I would normally do this. Because I'm going to explain. Takagi won, okay, Last of the Dragon, which is the wrist clutch elevated version of Made in Japan. This match was depressing. It was. Here's the thing. Takagi owes him. New Japan Pro Wrestling owes Takagi. You know?
Definitely. Yep.
No, you watch this match. If you watch this match, I can't watch again. I hate the fact that this match even happened. I really do. I'm not worried about the end results. This is me as a fan talking. This is me as someone that respects pro wrestling and respects what people do in that ring. What I don't like was this was a garbage match. This was Will Ospreay going back to his bullshit roots and not putting on the fine performances that I thought he was starting to have. I thought he was maturing. This was bullshit. This match was bullshit. You know, a lot of people, the great majority of people would disagree. And they're probably going to hit that dislike button. But you know what? You're going to have to deal with it. You don't want to see it for what it is, that's fine. I watch too much pro wrestling to not see this shit. This match you watch back if you want. You know, all this was Will Ospreay on offense. That's all he was doing. It was Will Ospreay on offense and Takagi using his offense as a defensive counter just to pause the match a little bit. That's what it was. I shouldn't have to use my offense as a defensive strategy. To be able to do it in a big time match because, you know, it's gotten that dire, fine. But it should not be used as that mainly. We know Takagi Shingo. We know how he wrestles. We know what he can do. This was almost a high-level squash match.
Mm-hmm.
That's the problem I had. Our precious blonde Gaijin has to lose and look beautiful winning in the beginning. That's really all it is. Ghetto saying, I love tall, white, blonde people.
Yeah.
Think I'm bullshitting? They're the only ones that can actually get some good shit going for them in New Japan. Burying everybody else. That's what's messed up. We got, what's this? Jay White versus Okada. Literally, my thoughts are, meh. You know, that's really it, meh. You know, Cedric went to sleep on this match.
I did.
You know, on the Takagi and Ospreay match.
And Takagi's my dude, but I was like, this.
It was just one-sided.
It was one-sided.
It was so one-sided. I'm like, dude, just lay there and die. You know, that's what I was thinking about Takagi. Just lay there and die. Why try? Why? It was so horrible. So horrible. I literally did think, well, what's the point of anyone being out there? You know, Will's going to win. He just has to. Will was on offense, and then on defense, did he really try to fight back or anything? No. His defense was his offense. His offense was his offense. They made Will look almost like a juggernaut. Shingo comes into Japan, and I can't remember the commentator's name, but he dubbed best of the Super Junior, best of Shingo and some junior, because it's obvious that he was going to annihilate everybody,
and he did.
And then he gets the Will, and suddenly he just I don't know how to wrestle that well anymore. And like I said, that's why I say this is a garbage match, because it's a garbage wrestling match, because Will was on offense with his flippy floppy drop kick and all that other stuff. Couldn't carry the match for shit. And when he get on defense, he can't carry the match for shit. All he can do is just get beat up. And even then, he didn't even get beat up in this. He just got like a move put on him. Then he's right back on offense. He took a Death Valley driver off the middle rope, a super Death Valley driver, kick out on one, and then get up running like everything is fine. Catch a Larry, he lays there. Garbage wrestling. Garbage. That's garbage wrestling. That's AEW bullshit. That's backyard wrestling dumb shit. That's what that is. It's all fake. It's all for fun. Just look good and, do your thing. That's garbage wrestling mentality. It's supposed to look like a competition, not this. This was some depressing shit. It was. For me, anyway. I literally thought if Takagi wins, it'll be a Pyrrhic victory. You won, but you lost 98% of the match. And yeah, in pro wrestling, sometimes it's like, hey, you make it look like the person's going to lose. They snap out that one move, and then they win. I get it. This won't that. This was terrible. And I don't like using these wrestling terms, but Will no soul so much stuff. It made Shingo look like a punk. It made him look like a punk. Well, we're gonna go on with this shit match.
Yeah.
I might say little about this, but yes, we'll get to Okada and all that. In any case, I wish New Japan would do better by their own wrestlers. I wish Jay White would have went up and busted him in his damn back right then. Mm-hmm. Low blow the shit out of him. Oh, just let you know, at one point with Takagi's match, I really thought, man, I couldn't be a wrestler getting owned like this, because I would have snatched Will up in a rear naked choke, tapped him out legit, and be like, there it is. I would have been pissed. I would have felt like, I would be like, you dishonored me way too much. We got to do this. I'd have jacked his shit up. I have to get fired from the company because fuck that shit. And that's when, if you want to you want to fire me and then try to dishonor me even further, that's when you hit the YouTube and whatnot. You let everybody know what the fuck you did and how you bitched him out in the ring. That's when you do that. And you don't expose the business. It's like, I had to bitch him out in the ring, so I tapped him out. Mm-hmm. It wasn't supposed to end that way. But I got him. And that's it. Anyway, let's roll. This is the main event. Jay White versus Okada Kazuchika. And we got about 3 minutes in and just skipped to the end. I mean, straight up, that's what we did.
After he slammed his back on the apron, it's kind of like, we know this is going.
Yeah, it'll go to his normal shtick. So, we went to, I was like, and we saw that, we saw Okada, convalescing, but we heard Jay White's music. Oh, back it up about 5 minutes or so. And it seemed very typical. I was like, man, this looks so typical. And then, with cheating and Ghetto's help and all that other stuff. And, Blade Runner, 1, 2, 3, great. And then the end was a Jay White promo. It seemed like he just repeats what he has to say. He single-handedly sold out Madison Square Garden. And I'm like, You know, in all honesty, that's nice, but you're not there. And I really personally wish Madison Square Garden would stop being the creme de la creme when it's so played out. You know, the Knicks and others play there all the damn time. There are multiple concerts there. How is it the creme de la creme, you know? To have Madison Square Garden more important than the Tokyo Dome, and Tokyo Dome got played out too. Tokyo Dome used to be a rare occurrence, you know, once to maybe twice a year. You know, it's nothing to shoot for. It's like that with pro wrestling now. But, you know, look, I didn't have to watch the match. Look, I'm going to say these words, and I'm going to see if they match. Okay, just if any of you out there watched Jay White versus Okada, let me know what I'm going to say. And I didn't see the match. Okay, go ahead, pause it, girl. You hear the, it's the backstage part. But I'm going to say this, all right? Hear me out. I'm going to talk as if I watched this match. Jay White versus Okada, that was a you know, fairly, you know, balanced match, you know, back and forth. They both showed their stuff. They got good work in. Okada, you know, performing as flawless and as beautifully as he normally does, and Jay White definitely, you know, healing it up, you know, short selling at points just to mess with them, and you know, I know that pissed him off. You know, and there are points where, you know, Okada, you know, he hit the tombstone, you know, but he wasn't able to pull him away, especially when he probably picked him up anyway. So, but the thing is, Jay White definitely, you know, he had those strikes. He had great strikes at points. They went back and forth. They did the ones and twos. It was pretty nice. And you know, Okada, he didn't really go for it. He doesn't really go for the lariats anymore. But it'll be most likely a rolling lariat or something like that. And he did nail it. He got it, and it was a good lariat, and it was all right, though. And, you know, with a little back and forth, move exchange, then, you know, Jay White, he got the finish, and it was over. You know, it was a really good technical match. Jay White performing as he normally does, and, you know, those two locking up once again after Jay White took the title from him, and then now he's, you know, beating him in the G1. You know, yeah. You know, it seems like Jay White got Okada's number, and that's pretty good, you know, because Jay White, you know, he deserves it. Insane. With that, does that sound like it would match exactly how that match went?
Let us know.
Yeah, let us know. You know, but yeah, just some matches had to be skipped. This was not a good day, but you can't. Every wrestling day can't be epic. It just can't.
It can't be on every day. No, that's just like life. Every day is not wonderful.
Yep. Ishii and Ibushi should have been the main event.
Mm-hmm.
It would have been a great palate cleanser to all the shit that they gave us. I ain't got nothing else to say. You got anything else to say?
Nah, that's it. Well, better luck next time.
Yeah, maybe better luck next time. So this has been Cedric and CJ for CR Wrestling Commentary G1 Climax 30 Day 5. Good night, everybody.